Thank you very much. Next.
Please
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
allow him to do what he is doing. He has told me, and I'm in sympathy with the reasons he gave me. Please allow him.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Notwithstanding the superlative quality of the leadership we have received and the industry of the staff, I must confess, Mr. Chairman, that there is something in the air that makes one very, very disturbed. I am Dr. Ibrahim Tahir, TALBAN BAUCHI delegate from the Islamic group. As I said, notwithstanding the superlative quality of the leadership we have received and the industry of the Secretariat, even the quality of many of the contributions, one cannot feel but a certain sense of gloom if one takes a summary of the general atmosphere. Mr. Chairman, sir, I am an academic and I always try to act like one and to think like one. And I want to quote something, a cliche, that those who decide to ignore the lessons of their history, or to forget them, or to run deliberately against their current, will be condemned to relive them and experience perdition. So many things being said here are reminiscent of the debates, the arguments, and the mudslinging and the name-calling of the First Republic, which ended in blood, disorder, and civil war. Since 1999, sir, we have experienced by March this year 96 cases of mass disorder, mass killing, mass destruction, and mass dislocation. Because, sir, since maybe even long before June 12, since the detentions, many people decided to fall back on the emotions of yesteryears. And today, these acts of violence occur, and if you examine them, you will find that the root causes are precisely the refusal to accept what we commit ourselves in words when it comes to action. We say one Nigeria in one voice, but we propose things that are an unsigned letter to dissolve the country. This is fact. If you tell me that you can build a Nigeria where 1.3 million people receive 108 billion naira a month, and 3 million people receive 832 million naira a month with twice the geographical area, I would say you are sending me a letter to dissolve my country. Since you can't dissolve nations in peace, the end is all. Who wants it? Do the Sudanese want it? Have they enjoyed their 37 years of war? Do the Somalis glorify in the destruction of their country because of war? So, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let us sober up. Let us emulate the Southwest delegation. Yes, the troubled area of Nigeria, the Southwest delegation. which he came and has adopted in succession 1, 2, 3, and now 4 different platforms in compromise with the rest of the country. Bayelsa, oil. Sir, oil was here before Methuselah. Oil was here before Homo sapiens began to walk the earth, because oil was produced with the phenomenon that created the universe itself. So its age predating even us, who wants to claim it and say it's mine in personam? So, sir, the logic of ownership, will we follow it in a free enterprise economy which we have become? Is that the proceeds that now goes to government must go to the person who holds the piece of land on which the oil comes out. If you say no, his community, or no, his local government area, or no, his state, then why not also no, the federation as a whole? I don't want to bore you, sir, with the story of how oil came to be, in fact, an actor in our Nigerian economy. I don't want to be even bothered with all this revenue allocation thinking. The thing that bothers me is that we lie to each other. We come, we commit. We say we are one Nigerians, we are patriotic, we are Menene, we are for unity, kada. Then we go home and what do? We sink back into the same primordial emotions that destroyed Balewa, destroyed Bello, destroyed Zik, destroyed the people, the thousands, maybe millions of people who died in Biafra. We committed ourselves at the end of the Civil War to create a nation where each Nigerian shall become the equal and the substitute of his brethren, regardless of his tribe or religion, or his area of location. That is what informs the present structure, posture, formula, and formulation that attends the present state of governance in Nigeria, including revenue allocation. The world has changed. People have dropped national boundaries everywhere. And you are sitting here as the elite, the cream, and you are talking about, I own this, you doing this, you doing this. My friends, please, get back the spirit with which this conference started. Get back the spirit of 1970. Or further back, 67. Get Boro Ali from Obasanjo. I believe he has many sins. But one sin you cannot accuse him of is abandoning the platform on which he and colleagues were ready to die. And many died. He hasn't abandoned the one Nigeria, multi-state one Nigeria. I want to say, Mr. Chairman, invest any particularity with property, and it shall live forever. And it shall be immutable, and it shall not fuse with any other like it, because it holds that property. Regions, zones, attached with duties, constitutionalized, is Biafranism. And we defeated it. Regions with zones with properties, sir, is regionalism. Incubating hate, incubating separatism, incubating confrontational politics. I rest my case, sir.